One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. And when you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. The Sooners will kick it off to get us underway. Get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Gamecocks offense will have first crack at this one. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week, because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this.
There he goes! Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. From the gun, running back gets to give. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. The Gamecocks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Figueroa. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all the stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Caught in the backfield, it's Figueroa. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He slides that just inside the right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Fires to the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Sooners racing. He'll ride his man on the option. That's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Direct snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball over.
Caught in the backfield. It's Kingsbury. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. They have a first down at the 41-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands.
He continues to fight for yards. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. The Gamecocks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the air on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Going to swing it on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt. You cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Gets it out fast. Turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They go to the ground. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Sooners want to move quickly.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that won the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The Sooners are on the move. Trying to make magic with his feet. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Looking to throw, it's Dahl. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
how do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
Quick shovel pass. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Rossi. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going for it all. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The inside handoff. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Escapes trouble. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops.
Breaks into the open. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. He might want another play. Quick release by the QB. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. And, guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Going right to work up top. That's caught. It's Rossi. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top, and we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've got a first down here to open the period. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for him.
The Sooners will hustle with the line. Scanning the field, it's Dahl. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. First and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some...
Close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Dahl. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a
and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Sooner!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And here's the return. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Gets the back moving. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He's going to take off. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The Sooners in the hurry-up.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Back to throw, it's Dahl. He's got it down the middle. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip. And they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
Finds a man in the middle. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Fast completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Leaves it with the back. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Grab behind the line. It's Kingsbury. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He's got it. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And the Gamecocks have this offense rolling. Rides the back and leaves it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up.
There he goes. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Hand off from the shotgun. At the 20, he's got space. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. And he will take it in. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking downfield, it's Dahl. Lofts one high and deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got the back over the middle. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That's caught. It's Aurora.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Nowhere close on that one as he's got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Dahl. Scrambling away. Trying to escape and get it himself. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. We've got a chance to get off a couple more plays. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Makes the catch. It's Aurora. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Colombia. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments.
And the Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
The Sooners are in the hurry-up.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let...
Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. First down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Sooners now back to pass, it's Dahl. He'll pull it down, and he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You've got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great third down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. And it slips just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They were on the move the last time they had it. Unfortunately, an interception ruined that threat. Now to see if they can put something together and have it pay off in points. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And a sack all the way back at the 5. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll...
Turning it on! He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Sooners moving quickly to the line.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Dahl. Safe completion on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. so close to cashing it in for this offense. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks into the open. Oh, sweet feet. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Back to pass on second down. Dumps it to the back. Finds his man. It's Rossi. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes the grab down the middle. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Gamecocks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Second down, he'll throw it. This time it's complete. And into the end zone. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
On the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Sooner offense returns to the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Got his man on the outside. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. The Sooners want to crank the tempo.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Dropping back, it's Dahl. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
It is hard to continue to get up and get up and get up like he has, being sacked time after time again. But this QB, this offense, they're undeterred. They continue to put drives together, and most importantly, they're winning the football game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. With the catch, it's Figueroa. They make the stop, but how about the shot this sophomore quarterback took as he delivered the ball? And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Unloads to the wideout. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Sooners headed quickly to the line.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do they do right away? Right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Dahl. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looking to throw on 3rd. Grabbed over the middle. It's Aurora. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. James Madison went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Dukes. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Short gain on the play before he slides.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players and just give yourself a...
He's got it down the left. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Grabbed in the middle. It's Figueroa. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Throws to the back. They're working that left side. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker.
Roughing the passer.
They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. And guys, the defense wants to get in the quarterback's face, but you can't get a roughing call that gives... And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Fakes to grab. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing in because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Leaves it with the back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Making side adjustments here. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. There he goes. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now, with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball to the pitch, man, he's shown a variety. In this defense, they're having to defend the whole entire field.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Sooners are rolling down the field. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Illegal blocking. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Touch pass on the run. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. It'll be a draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And they try to sneak the draw play in there and try to show pass right away, get it to the running back. Defense not fooled in the slightest. Nice job getting upfield, getting to the running back, getting him on the ground.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking for a man. It's Dahl. The screen. He can go. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. Trying to keep this drive alive. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Now this team has